Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohammad Ridhwan. So today, me and my friend, we're gonna talk about is disciplinary teacher are better than counseling in dealing with problematic students. Okay, first of all, before we go in deep about this issue, we first need to know the role of discipline teacher and school counselors. What do they do? What are their roles? Okay, first of all, disciplinary teacher monitor the students' activities inside or outside of the classroom. Next, school disciplinary teacher also will usually keep in touch with students' parents. Well, apart from that, school disciplinary teacher is more into supervising the school discipline in terms of all aspects in many ways. We cannot say that discipline teacher does not give advice to students. They do give advice, but we need to know and we need to bear in mind that majority of the school disciplinary teacher does not have any counseling background. Okay, for counselors, they are more into dealing students' mental health. Most of the school counselors will meet up with their clients, which is the students, with problems, and they will talk to them in order to make their clients talk to about their problems. The school counselors also will guide the students to overcome all the situation that they are facing currently or in the past. From here, we can see that they both have a different ways in handling problematic students in school. They both have different roles as well. And we've heard before that school disciplinary teacher beat students and handle these kind of cases in a violent way, and they sometimes use violence towards the students like I've mentioned just now. Well, not all of them have this kind of attitude or this kind of ways in handling problematic students, but some of them do. Well, for counselors' issue, the reasons why students are scared to approach them sometimes is because most of the students does not trust their counselors, because some of the counselors will expose their problems to other teachers. Not all, but some of them do. But it's quite different with the school disciplinary teacher. Most of the counselors will try their best to take care of the students' secret, to take care of the students' problem, and not to tell to any one of them, not to tell to any of the teachers. But in this statement where it mentioned that disciplinary teachers are better than counselors in dealing with problematic students, we choose not to agree with that. The reason why we choose not to agree is because, like I've mentioned earlier, counselors and disciplinary teacher have different ways in handling the students. Some students choose to go for counselors rather than going to school disciplinary teacher because they know they can talk to the counselors, because they know they can trust the school counselors. Counselors have their own ways in handling problematic students. They are specialized in dealing with problematic students because of their background in counseling.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ainun NAJIHA binti ARIFFIN. I'm going to continue this documentary of a statement in school-based counseling about disciplinary teachers are better than counselors in dealing with problematic students. We often heard about issues involve problematic students in school. The counselors and the disciplinary teachers are the person who will settle down the case with methods. Alright, I'm going to go through a comparison between method of disciplinary teachers and counselors. Next, the floor will be on a case analysis. Counselors, they use face-to-face communication and problem-solving methods in as attempts performance issues of the student. In the other hand, disciplinary teachers attempt on performance issues by imposition of penalty method, which means they use methods that involve physical contact. Now we're going to go through about a case that happened on 2017 about a teenage boy made a police report toward his disciplinary teacher for beating him. According to the report, the student got beaten by the teacher because he did not wear a tidy uniform to school. The case settled with both agreement to settle down the case. Now, let's go through the analysis of the case truly. According to the official procedures in dealing with school issues under not proper attire, there is no physical penalty for it. The physical penalty by the teacher can affect the students not just physically as he just recovered from shoulder injury, but also his mental health could also be affected even the case is settled. The actual act that should be used by the teachers is the three action. Start with giving advice for first misconduct, follows by warning for the second one, and lastly, parents' requirement to come to school to sign a letter of a guarantee for ensuring the student to not repeat the same case. This is why we are not agree with the statement. Disciplinary teachers are better than counselors in dealing with problematic students.
So, with all of that, we've come to an conclusion which we can summarize that school counselors is better in handling students that have problems because the school counselors they are all well trained in this field. That is all from us. Thank you.